Hi, I'm Andres, and this is Sydney and Diego. We are in 8th grade here at Notre Dame, and we will be part of the Holy Thursday tableau coming up during Holy Week. Holy Week begins with Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday is the final Sunday of Lent, the beginning of Holy Week, and commemorates Jesus' arrival in Jerusalem, just days before he was crucified. During Palm Sunday, Mass people get palms. The palms are blessed, and many people will make them into crosses. The palms used this year on Palm Sunday will be burned next year to make the ashes used on Ash Wednesday. Notre Dame will have Palm Sunday Masses at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., and 11 a.m.
Holy Thursday is a commemoration of Jesus' Last Supper. There, he established the sacrament of Holy Communion and was the final meal Jesus shared with his disciples. The central observance of Holy Thursday is the reenactment of the Last Supper at Mass. This event is celebrated at every Mass as part of the liturgy of the Eucharist, but it is specially commemorated on Holy Thursday. Notre Dame Parish will celebrate the Mass of the Lord's Supper at 7 p.m., followed by adoration of the Blessed Sacrament until 10 p.m.
Every year, the 8th graders reenact the Last Supper with a tableau at 9:15 a.m. on Holy Thursday. We stand at the altar in costume to show what it was like at the Last Supper for Jesus and his disciples. Teachers wash the hands of the students to symbolize Jesus' example of service when he washed his disciples' feet. Students spend the day in quiet reflection with prayers and activities in the classrooms. Before dismissal, we all gather in the church again for a closing prayer service. At this time, we will present the blessing bags and cash donations collected for Christ in the city. School will be dismissed for the rest of the Easter Triduum.
Good Friday is the day on which Catholics commemorate the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. The events of Good Friday are commemorated in the Stations of the Cross, a 14-step devotion often performed by Catholics during Lent and especially on Good Friday. Good Friday is a day of fasting within the Church. Traditionally, there is no Mass and no celebration of the Eucharist on Good Friday. Church bells are silent. Altars are left bare. This solemn atmosphere continues until the Easter Vigil. The celebration of the Lord's Passion takes place at 3 p.m. on Good Friday at Notre Dame Church.
On Saturday before Easter, we celebrate the Easter Vigil. The Easter Vigil is the high point of the Easter Triduum, celebrating the passion and resurrection of Jesus. With a rich display of symbols, rites, and readings, the church in worship expresses her faith in the mystery that brings her into being. A series of readings recalls the great interventions of God in history, from creation to the redemption of Israel from Egypt and the story of Jesus' resurrection. The great Alleluia proclaims with quiet joy the triumph of God's Son. Those preparing for baptism then receive the sacraments of initiation. The blessed water sprinkled over others signifies the blessing of new life. Notre Dame will celebrate Easter Vigil on Saturday evening at 8 p.m.
Easter is a celebration of Christ's resurrection from the dead. It is celebrated on Sunday and marks the end of Holy Week, the end of Lent, the last day of Easter Triduum, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Sunday. As we know from the Gospels, Jesus rose from the dead on the third day following his crucifixion. His resurrection marks the triumph of good over evil, sin, and death. Since Easter represents the fulfillment of God's promises to mankind, it is the most important holiday on the Christian calendar. Easter Masses at Notre Dame are at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., and 11 a.m.